How's it going, Go Fight Pal fans? This is Miss Matone GFP. Last time, when we were doing this, I set up the 64 participants that are going to be entering the Terminal Velocity Tournament. It will crown our first ever Terminal Velocity Champion. And there's a lot of participants here. I also got a timer as well, 5:05. That's how long tournament matches are. Or all terminal velocity matches. But I think we should start off by going into who is going to actually face who in the first round. So, here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put one person from each sector into the first round, into each of the other mini sectors. So, we have Team Rocket Promotions here. All 8 participants that were announced for that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have each one go into sectors 1 through 8. We have this particular area here where I'm going to roll a die. It's a bunch of preamble. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. Alright, with that said, let's go ahead and roll to see who will go into the first sector. 3. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3. Flex Frenzy is going into sector number 1. Up next, 1. Space Lord will go into the second. The third will be 3. Can't do 3 again. 8. That's going to be Dream Machine in sector 3. I need to think of a good way to actually kind of like separate these. So, I probably should have thought of this before actually doing all this. So, alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them all to the side here. That should be enough. So 1, 3, and 8 have already been chosen. Up next is 2. That's going to be Powerhouse Smythe. So 1, 2, 3, 8 are the ones that are gone. So now we're going to Sector 5. 4. Tim Rocket Sr. will be in the 5th area. 7. That's going to be Big Daddy T. So we're looking for 5 or 6. I probably could do this easier. Well, it doesn't matter. Blind Faith will go into Section 7. And Bracket 8 will feature Eric Adonis. Up next, we have Mid-Atlantis, including former Heritage Champion Crusher Khan. Jeez, now I'm realizing how much glare this gets. Oh, good thing we're not viewing it from that side. Bracket 1. That will be Pumpkin Jack. Bracket number 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hard Knocks Haggerty. Space Lord's gonna have a tough time if they face off. 7. So that's going to be Superstar Tim Johnson. 3. So we had. So that was 4. So this is Thunder Rex. So we have 2, 5, 6, and 8. 2. Mr. Grappling 2. This is going to be an interesting battle if that happens. Looking for 4, 6, or 8. This is where we're probably going to be a little while. 7. That's not 4, 6, or 8. 1, 5, 8. Crusher Khan. Now we're looking for 4 or 6. 3, G's, 5, 4. Leatherback will join an ICOF talent. And Zion will take the last spot. Now we're going to the North Forest. 3. So 1, 2, 3. Warhawk will be in the first bracket. Bracket 2 will feature 8. That is Reichzilla. Bracket number 3. We already got 3 in there. We already got 8 in there. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wolfhouse is going to join Tim Johnson and Dream Machine. Up next, 7. That's going to be Vance Dallas. 1, that's Cajun Karn. Now we have 2, 6, and I believe 5. There's 6, so Shadow Tiger will join bracket 6 alongside Crusher Khan. 2 is Gay Bison, and Flexible is last. Now we're going into the Deep South. 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brickyard Brown will join bracket 1. Bracket 2, 4, so that is going to be Turkish Terror. Bracket 3, 2, that is going to be KO Strongman. Bracket 4, 8, that's going to be Cyberilla. Bracket number 5, 6, so that will be Hang 10. We're looking for 1, 3, and 7. 7, that's going to be Glenn Haxon. Looking for 1 or 3 to round out the rest of the bracket. 1, so Kevin Von Cross and Constellar. Up next is Central Space. Yeah, foil definitely is not fun with this style, with this recording style that I have going on. So, all right, 8. The champ is going into the first bracket. That's gonna be a tough one for sure. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Crimson Mask is gonna join in the second bracket. 2, Valentina's going to be in the third bracket. Number 4, 5. So 1, 3, 4, 5. That is Helion. Looking for 1, 3, 6, and 7. There's 3, so that's Johnny Hype. 1, 6, and 7 are what we're looking for here. 7, Hardball will join in that bracket. Looking for 1 or 6 to round out the rest. And that's 6, so Harry Beast, followed by Southern Stud going into the 6th. And now we are going to move on to our Spice Zone. We'll see who joins this bracket with the champ. It's going to be Vayne. We already rolled 2, so I'm not worried about that. 7. Bracket 2 will feature Night Ranger, the current Rising Spirit of Nature champion. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blight will join up with Valentina's. 8. That's going to be Mr. T. We're looking for 6. Looking for 1, 3, 4, 6. 4. That is going to be El Hijo de los Negativos. 6. Reyes Teca. Looking for 1 or 3 to round this one out. 3. Star Scare and Cyclone will join the will join this group with Eric Adana, Zion. Yeah, that one's gonna be a wild one. Next up, Fire Island. 1. Victaris will join up in the first bracket. I'm wondering if the first bracket's starting to look like a murderer's row. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Professor Kuroshimi. Going into the third one, 3. So that is going to be Mali Mali. Up next, 6. So we did 5. So that's Orange Crush in this one. Gonna go and move this to the side. 4. Trying to think, did we do 4 already? I don't think we have. This is 2, 7, 8. Sledgehammerstein, so another attack specialist in that area. 3. 3 was already taken. We're looking for 2, 7, or 8. 2, that's going to be Prince Icaria. Now we're looking for 7 or 8 to determine Anson 8. So Danny Dema will go into the third, will go into the second to last bracket, and Azukar will go into the last one. And finally, we have the Industrial Lands. Quite the lineup for this one, if I say so myself. 7. That's going to be Core going into the bracket, into the first bracket. The second bracket, 3, is going to be Killjoy. Bracket number 4, 3, 2, that will be torn. So looking for 1, 4, 5, 6, and 8. 5, that is going to be Splice. 7, we've already dealt with 7. 2, already dealt with 2. Already dealt with 2. 8, so Sync. Looking for 1, 4, or 6. And that one is 7. That's not one of the numbers. That's also 7. 6, so Mud is going here. Looking for 1 or 4 to round out the rest. This is where things start to get tense. It was 4, so Bullet Bronson and Mr. Tempest will go into the final bracket. Now we confirmed our brackets. Let's confirm our matches. So I'm going to move all of our brackets to the side. And let's go ahead and do this. Our first round. Let's go and move these to the side. 6. That is going to be Spice Zone. So Vane is in the very first match of the Terminal Velocity Cup, facing off against Brickyard Brown from Deep South. Match number 2. 5. Dante Giordano is going to be in action. And he's going to take on 3. That is going to be Warhawk. That is a huge... That's going to be a very interesting matchup. Up next, it is Industrial Land's Core taking on, looking for 1, 2, or 7. 2, Mid-Atlantis' Pumpkin Jack. So some ICOF action. And our final match will be Flex Frenzy versus Victaris. Might as well roll to see who gets the higher seed. Technically speaking, it will be Flex that gets the higher seed. So Victaris will be the bottom seed, technically. But this is our first round for bracket number 1. But now let's go on to bracket number 2. Featuring our Rising Spirit of Nature champion. Next up, first off, it'll be Reichzilla taking on Professor Kurashimi. 5, that will be Crimson Mask versus Turkish Terror. Up next, 8, that will be Killjoy taking on Hard Knocks Haggerty of Mid-Atlantis. Now we're going to roll to see who gets the higher seed. So this one's just going to go until we get 1 or 6, and that's Space Lord. So Space Lord versus Night Ranger. Space Lord is going to have to face one of the champs, so that's going to be an interesting one. And that's going to be bracket number 2. Bracket number 3. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. KO Strongman in the first match of the third bracket, taking on Valentinus of Central Space. So 4 and 5 are already taken. 2, that's going to be Tim Johnson of Mid-Atlantis, taking on, well, 4 was already taken. 8, so Torn of Industrial Lands. Match number 3, 5 already taken. Looking for 1, 3, 6, or 7. Mally. Looking for 1, 3, or 6 here to determine the next one. 1. So Dream Machine is going to face Mally. And it will be Wolfhouse versus Blight. We'll see who gets the preferential higher seed. In reality, this doesn't matter, but hey, I kind of want to do it anyway, so that's bracket number 3. Completely set. Bracket number 4. Oh, right. First, 8. So it's going to be Splice in the first match, taking on Mr. T. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Saborilla is going to take on Powerhouse Smith. 2 tag wrestlers are going to be in that one. So we're looking here for 2, 3, 5, and 7. Oops. 5, Helion. And he's going to take on... 2, 3, 5, 7. Excuse me. Not 1, 3, 5, 7. 5. So we already had 5. 7, Orange Crush. And it will be between Thunder Rex and Vance Dallas. And Thunder Rex will get the higher seed. That's bracket 4 set. Bracket number 5. Four. That's going to be Hang 10 in the first match. And he's going to be taking on 6. That's going to be El Hijo de los Negativos in the first match. Match 2. Cajun Karn of North Forest will take on... Well, he can't take on himself. 8. So Sync. 1. Tim Rocket Sr. We're looking for 2, 5, and 7. It's an 8. 6. We already had that. 5. So he's going to be taking on Johnny Hype. And we'll see who here gets the higher seed. Mr. Grappling 2 will get the higher seed. And that's bracket 5 set up for us. Now we move on to bracket number 6. 4, it's going to be Glenn Haxon taking on Rey Azteca. Match 2, 8, it's going to be Mutt taking on Crusher Khan. Oh, this would be an upset if Mutt won that. 7, Prince Icaria looking for 1, 3, or 5. 5, he's going to be taking on Hardball. And we're going to see who gets the higher seed. Shadow Tiger. And that's going to be our 6th bracket confirmed. Going into bracket number 7. Five, Harry Beast will take on Kevin Von Cross. Harry Beast did well in the All-Earth Cup, so he's not too unfamiliar with tournaments like this. Leatherback from Mid-Atlantis will take on, well, he can't take on himself. 7, that's going to be Danny Demo. 2 tag wrestlers are going to be fighting in singles. 5, we already did 5. 6, that is going to be Star Scare. Looking for 1, 3, or 8 here. This is where it's probably going to take a little while. Fun. 8, Bullet Bronson. And that will mean that this is our final match of the round. Gay Bison versus Blind Faith. That's bracket number 7. And now we have our last bracket. Who will make it out of this one? 2, it's going to be Xian taking on Force Constellar. 3, Flexibil will take on 1, Eric Adonis of Tim Rocket Promotions. So we're looking for 5 through 8, basically. 6, Cyclone will take on 3. I cannot confirm 3, so we're looking for 5, 7, or 8. Mr. Tempest. And this is our last match of the round. And we'll see who gets the perennial seed. And this is probably... Okay, Azucar gets the seed. And that is going to be our final bracket. And that is all the brackets confirmed. Just making sure I get them in the right order here, because that's... If I get them wrong here, I can just adjust it in the thumbnail, I suppose. Yeah, I think I got them right now. Maybe the sewer on, but I don't really remember right now. But with that said, these are the brackets. So, I'll run through each one more time. And what I want you guys to do while I'm showing all these is to do a lot of the following stuff that I'm going to be talking about. If you want to check out more regarding this, obviously I still have request matches open, so in the time that I do these tournament matches, you could also request matches still. You can also check me out on the Go5Pow Pro boards. Those are in the description. You can also check me out on the Discord and the Facebook page. Those are both options to get in touch with me as well. On top of that, we also have a lot of stuff going on. Potential unboxings down the line when the Regional Rumble stuff finally ships out. As I'm recording this, they haven't as of yet. So maybe when this is uploaded, that may change. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting a lot of the Regional Rumble stuff. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that as well. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video. Be sure to comment. And especially comment who you think is going to be the first ever Terminal Velocity Champion out of everyone here. This is, without a doubt, the largest tournament I've ever run. So, yeah. I'm expecting to see some upsets. I'm expecting to see a lot of crazy things go down. Be sure to check out all the times. I'm going to be doing these as premieres for 5 p.m. with a 5-minute timer. So these will all start at 5:05 Central Time. And so if you want to see those and you want to keep in touch, just in case you forget, you can... Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything Go5Pow related. This is, without a doubt, going to be one of my biggest projects for the channel. So, yeah, with all that being said, I think I touched on everything I wanted to here. Thank you guys for watching this one. We'll see you guys for the first round of the Terminal Velocity Tournament. This is Miss Matone GFP, and I'm signing off.